Hello, yeah. So we reconvene. Just give us a few moments. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, yeah, fine. So I hope you heard me. I was at the South Indian Moments at this time. I'll quickly repeat over here. That's the temple entry. This is the Vaikom Satyagraha. And you have the Narayana Guru. Then you have Justice Party. Self-respect. Okay. The other one you must add to Purva Sarvajanik Sabha of M.G. Ranade is Indian Social Conference also. So write it down here. Okay. So this was, remember, two facts against Khulanism, and it formulated something called the pledge movement. Okay. Fine. Cool. So we shall move on right now. So we'll move on to the Indian National Congress. Okay. One thing I wanted to tell you was, of course, you can spread it out into the religious movements and also study it, like the Muslim movements, which are of four types, which we saw before. The Muslim movements are what? Faraizi, Deoband, Ahmadiyya. Okay, so these are the four major movements among the Muslims. In that, what you can remember, and of course, Wahhabi. The Wahhabis and the Deobandis are more extremists, but they are friendly with the Congress. Ahmadiyya is more progressive. So the British tries divide and rule and makes Sir Syed Ahmad Khan anti-INC. This is the strange thing that happens. The more progressive Muslim forces don't go together with the INC, Indian National Congress. It is the more regressive forces that end up going. All right. And among the Sikh reform movements, we have, of course, two: Singh Sabha, Akali. All right. So you can spread it out into these two. Fine. The Akali movement was more about Gurudwara liberation. Okay. It was not about education and other reforms. This one was about progressive reforms like education. Okay. And stopping the proselytization activities, etc. Okay. Fine. So somebody had, I hope you can all hear me, and we are now back properly, and we continue and we move forth. Okay. So we start with INC, the Indian National Congress, the second half of the lecture. All right. So it was started in 1885 by A.O. Hume in Bombay, which was the first session, presided over by W.C. Banerjee. Okay. The two conferences, Indian National Conferences of Surendranath Banerjee They were the precursors which gets absorbed and consolidated as Indian National Congress. Okay, and in 1890, Kadambini Ganguly, she is not the head of the INC but the first speaker, woman speaker. First woman head was Annie Besant to head a session. After that, it was Sarojini Naidu. Okay, now what is the safety valve theory? So there are generally three proponents, right, of the safety valve theory. So Lala Lajpat Rai, what he says, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, okay, and the other is R.C. Dutt. So Lala Lajpat Rai and R.C. Dutt say similar things, which they say is that A.O. Hume was used by Lord Dufferin to come up with this fake thing called INC, which the British can use to manipulate the Indians. Okay, R.C. Dutt also agrees. Gokhale said, no, that is not it. That's not the story of the INC. The evidence doesn't bear it out. Even though it may have been it's not a safety wall, but rather it is a lightning conductor. So Gopal Krishna Gokhale comes up with the lightning conductor theory. That is, the Congress is a lightning conductor to shock the British to get freedom, not a safety wall of the British to impede India's freedom or stop India's freedom from going further. Seriya? Fine. This is the thing with safety valve theories and hypotheses. All right. So now what were some of the aims and the objectives of the Indian National Congress? We know this, nation building. This is important because this becomes a controversy later on. President not from the home state, all India leadership, modern politics inspired by West, indigenization of the civil services as well as the councils. Okay, fine. Now, who were the early nationalists? We saw they were the moderates. We already encountered them or came across them. Drain theory la நம்ம இது பார்த்தோம். Correcta? So these were the various demands that they made. Concession of taxes, remission of taxes, revenue demands கம்மி பண்ண சொல்லி, reduce the military budget, increase the agricultural budget. Okay, Indian workers and industries க்கு favorable policies வேணும். Indian currency value because there was managed exchange rate by the British. They will devalue or appreciate the currency as and when they please. Okay, reforms in trade policy and get rid of free trade policy, bring in fair trade. I mentioned this before. Okay, politically வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா they asked for more representation, reduction of the powers of the British, which means sharing of powers with Indians. In administration, we have the Ilbert Bill controversy in 1882, which was more about that the Indian judges couldn't try the Europeans; they could only try the Indians. Actually, Ilbert Bill said everybody could try everybody. Indian judges can try Indians as well as Europeans. So it was a step in the right direction under Lord Ripon. Okay, but then it is repealed. It is objected to, and Ilbert Bill is overturned. They asked for trial by jury, which means it's kind of like the collegium system, group of judges, not one judge. They asked for civil rights. Okay. So what was the British response? Initially, they were okay with all of this. They thought, okay, we can appease them a little bit here and there. But later on with the Dufferin and Curzon, we see a more aggressive posturing. They try to crush the Congress. Right? They even try to irritate them. So Prakriti Ramesh says, sir, I have a doubt. A lot unconventional socio-religious movements and associations and their respective leaders are asked in the exam. How to face those questions uh, when we don't know the right answer? That's an interesting question, Prakriti. My suggestion is skip that question. That's the best thing you can do. There's no way to answer historical facts. So, prelims la test match madri. You should not only know when to score a 6 and 4, you should also know how to leave. Okay, there is no answer to that question of yours. Especially past 2-3 years, modern India la about let's say 10 questions before 2 years. ஓகே வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா 10 கொஸ்டின்ஸ்ல நீங்க 8 கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஈஸியா ஆன்சர் பண்ணலாம். இப்போ 10 கொஸ்டின்ஸ்ல வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா 4 to 5 தான் ஆன்சரபிளா இருக்கு. மிச்ச 5ல 3 ரொம்ப இன்டர்மீடியேட், 2 வந்து இம்பாசிபிள். Unless you do guesswork and you get it lucky, you're not going to get it right. So I suggest you just leave it, man. Like if you get lucky, good. Otherwise, leave it. What else to do? Focus on other areas. But this easy questions is there, no? Out of these 5, these 4, 5. Here, if you make mistakes, you'll get screwed. That is the issue. That is the point. Seriya? Fine. Seri, we shall move on. So divide and rule. How did they do that? Aligarh movement, which is actually a progressive movement, British co-opted it. Sir Syed Ahmed Khan didn't support the INC, against INC. Why? Because the British said, if you are against INC, we'll promise you to set up colleges for the education of Muslims, which will be Aligarh Muslim College, right? And Jamia Millia. Okay. The other thing which was used against the Indian was the United Indian Patriotic Association. It's called patriotic, but it is the opposite of Congress. So remember that. Idella trick pandradhukana chance. Okay. Raja Shiv Prasad of Banaras, he was also against. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So what were some of the positives and the negatives of the moderates? Okay, this kind of analysis you can do for homework. So negatives when the positives and again they exposed economics, aroused political consciousness, the Indian Council's acts were successes. Seriya, they had an intellectual base. Right? However, people like the Muslims, peasants were all not a part of this. So this was some of their drawbacks. Okay. Fine. So today, when you revise this slides, if you're going to do it, go back and look at the Indian Council's Acts, 1861 and 1892, where they're increasing representation, what they do with the respective budgets. அதெல்லாம் போய் ரிவைஸ் பண்ணுங்க இன்னைக்கு. சரியா? Fine. So do some of this by yourself. Okay? So this is easy. There's nothing much about it. So who are the extremists? So what happens is, we saw all the negatives, right, of the moderates. On the other side of the moderates, we have who we call as the extremists, and they were called the Lal Bal Pal. Okay, this is Pal. Okay, Lal, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal, Balagangadhar Tilak, Pal, Bipin Chandra Pal, plus Ghosh. You can add Ghosh also. Lal Bal Pal plus Ghosh axis, Aurobindo Ghosh. Okay. So this was an emergence of a new and dynamic group. They were mostly youngsters compared to Gokhale and Dadabhai Naoroji and all, who are all old by this point. They were relatively young. Seriya? So Swaraj was their goal. They didn't want this PPP method. Why are you going in begging, man? Avadingra mari. Hormones, no. Testosterone. So this is the angry young men. All right. They were dissatisfied with how the INC was going about things. They thought it was too slow. It lacked passion. Okay. And they understood the British game of appeasement. All right. So this was how the extremists came about. So why extremism? So what gave rise to this fresh energy? The economic famines. Okay, young people, especially when they're educated, all three of them were well educated, get angry. The nature of the British rule, they understood the game played by the British. Sedition 124A. This is still the same section, same sedition law we have. 1904 Official Secrets Act. This still exists today. And this is a topic for polity. Official Secrets Act versus right to information. Because Official Secrets Act blocks a lot of information. So is it still needed today? அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு கேள்வி. இது பாலிட்டியில பார்ப்போம். மெயின்ஸ் அப்போ. Okay. 1905 Indian Universities Act. Another reason. Because the university funding was withdrawn. Scholarships were reduced. And all of that. Right? Under Curzon. Most of that happens under Curzon. Partition of Bengal. Obviously to divide India. 1905. All right. Notions of self-respect came about. Okay, it was about India's own respect. It is not getting our freedom from the British. அது நீங்க போடுற பிச்சை கிடையாது, இது நமக்கு அப்படிங்கிறது. So that is why concepts like Atma Shakti, which later on Gandhi picks up and calls the soul power and all of that, which is also reinterpreted as Satyagraha. Okay, path of truth and all of that. Seriya? Education, again they were all educated like I told you. Seriya? And international influences, we already saw those international influences. Russo-Japanese War, Ethiopians defeating the Italians. So these were all like the colonized defeating the colonizers. Anglo-Boer wars, there were these Boer tribes overthrow the English. South Africa and those countries. Okay. So what was the solution that they proposed? Direct action, which is passive resistance. Which would mean what? It's not constitutional. Or you can say, the better word to use is extra constitutional. That is using the gray areas in the law itself. Okay, Gandhi வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் not constitutional ஆகுது. இவங்க வந்து they use extra constitutional, it's called passive resistance. Okay, things like Atma Shakti, India was reimagined as Mother India, woman, Durga, goddess. So this all energized the masses because they spoke their language. Okay, now if you go player petition laws, we are going to argue for more space because Burke talks about the delegate versus the trustee. John Locke's life, liberty and property. Okay, John Stuart Mill's freedom of speech. If you go and say that, everybody in India will tell you are an idiot. Nobody understands that language. Okay, we still don't. That's my point. Okay, we still don't understand it, which is why our institutions don't function very well. There's a lack of clarity till today in regards to those things. But anyways, that's a different debate. Self-sacrifice. Sacrifice of the self. So this was the precursor of revolutionary, I want to call it the revolutionary movement, though in our textbook it still says revolutionary terrorism. I don't like that term because they were terrorists to who? The British. These people were extremists to who? To the British. But you can say they were extreme in regard to the moderates. Okay, right? So that's another way to describe them. It's all, you know, it also shows how much of our history we have just continued with what the British wrote about us and things like that also. So yeah. Anyways, beginning of the Indian national movement. So types of questions asked, things to revise before the exam, basically nature of the movement, the leaders, which session, okay, what is the outcome, and then the positives and negatives. Okay, so try to study the movements this way, the various movements using these criteria. All right, எல்லா மூமெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு சார்ட் போட்டு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Fine. Okay, so let's start with the Swadeshi movement. So with the Swadeshi movement, the dates given is 1905 to 1908. So Curzon announces the partition of Bengal in 1903. I mean, the proposal is in 1903, Surya, but it is officially announced in 1905. So 1905 is the official date. Therefore, there was an anti-partition movement. Now, what was the reason given by Curzon? Administrative convenience. Smaller states are better to govern. Easier to govern. Surya. He also spoke about easier to do this. But the actual reason was to break the nationalism, where because of the universities in Bengal, that nationalism was getting consolidated. To break that. And so you would divide Bengal based on Hindu Muslim and Bengali and non-Bengali. Okay, Hindu Muslim would be present day Bangladesh, and the areas would be like what you would call the Muslim areas because they were the majority. The Hindu areas would be West Bengal, which is currently Bengali and non-Bengali. All of them were Bengali. So now what you'll do in the Hindi speaking belts, that is Orissa, Bihar, territories, you will go and attach to the Hindu area and the Muslim area as well. So you mix up the population so that they can't aggregate and congregate or get together. Okay, fine. So who are the moderates involved? We looked at the moderates already. Some of the moderates, we already know about Gokhale, Dadabhai Nauroji, etc. So to that you can add Surendranath Banerjee. He wrote Bengali, the newspaper, right? Mitra and Praful Chandra Ray. Okay, PPP method. I spoke about it throughout, right? So in 1905, in the Calcutta session, what happens is, so before we move on, the moderates versus extremists, there will be a tabular column. Copy pasted in this slides here, or you revise at home. Who's their base? What is their goal? So the base will be for the extremists, it will be the lower and upper middle classes. For the moderates, it will be the upper classes. The goals over here will be Swaraj. The goal over here will be slow constitutional reforms. So things like that. Okay. So at Calcutta session, this boycott resolution was passed. Okay. So before the Calcutta session, that is when on the day of the partition of Bengal, when it was official. So this Curzon was like, they compared him to Tughlaq, who shifts the capital, no? So, so they used to compare it to that and make fun of him and things like that, because Tughlaq is known as the crack king and all that, no? So it was a day of mourning. They tied Rakis. There was fasting and bathing twice in the rivers, huge gatherings. Okay, but what was the reach of the movement? What movement is this? The Swadeshi movement, which was about the partition of Bengal, right? Limited. In Bombay, Tilak was there. In Delhi, S.H. Raza. In Punjab, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bhagat Singh's uncle, Ajit Singh. Who was it in Madras? Does anybody want to take a guess? You should know this by now in the comments. Yeah, Vau Chidambara Pillai, Vauc. Okay, good. Good. Raghavi Krishna also good. Fine. So what did the Congress do after this thing was announced? Partition of Bengal. They were generally dominated by the moderates. So what will the moderates generally do? What does Congress do here now? They were right now dominated by the moderates. That's what I mean by Congress here. Okay. They'll condemn the policy of Curzon. Okay. And then they supported anti-partition agitation. Okay. As usual, they will sign everything. Right. So we also see a lot of the moderates or the liberals today also, no? The manner of protest. It's mostly like signing, returning awards and things like that. So we see the continuation of history in some ways. And yeah, the rise of the Lal Bal Pal Ghose axis was there. So now what did they demand? Okay. And what were some of the questions between the moderates versus extremists? Okay, boycott of foreign goods. To what extent to boycott foreign goods? Those were all discussed. Okay, was it a call for passive resistance? Which means, would it be only students and people like that? What is the reach of this passive resistance? That was the question. Would it only be students and the leaders and all of that? Or do we even boycott the council, schools, colleges, which will resemble more a mass struggle? So this was a topic of debate between the moderates and the extremists. Okay. So some of the techniques of the extremists was propaganda, use of emotions. I mentioned this before, we are revising it again. Atma Shakti, the idea of the goddess, India as goddess. Lantern programs. Okay, these lantern programs were also called Samitis, and it was the person who mostly headed it was Ashwin Kumar Datta. Okay, Swadeshi songs, Amar Sonar Bangla and Rabindra Sangeet by who? Rabindranath Tagore. Amar Sonar Bangla becomes the national anthem of Bangladesh later on. Okay, support of Swadeshi handicrafts, arbitration courts, which is more like alternate dispute redressal, not going to British courts. Popular festivals, melas, theatre, art. Popular festivals like what? This is all about Tilak, Ganpati, Shivaji festival. ஓகே தியேட்டர்ல அதே மாதிரி ஆர்ட்ல யார் அபனிந்திரநாத் தகோர். யா, okay, they started reviving Indian art. Okay, it was the end of the Victorian art, right? Victorian art mari pannadhu yaru? Portraits and all, Raja Ravi Verma and all of them before that. Okay, they had adopted that style. So Abanindranath Tagore breaks that and all that kind of thing. Okay, theater, which is mostly folk art, is all given importance. So some facts: Bengal National College was headed by Aurobindo Ghosh. So you can see how education was very important. Indian education was very important for the extremists. So they sided more with the Orientalists, whose influence went down before 1850, whose influence progressively கம்மியாச்சு 1858 அப்புறம். சரியா? Whereas the moderates sided more with the utilitarians, more or less speaking. Okay, National Council of Education was set up. Indigenous enterprises came up due to the boycott of foreign goods. For example, soap, matches, chemicals. Praful Chandra Ray, we saw him before, right? Was involved in this. Local mills, banks were all set up. Science came up. Jagdish Chandra Bose, right, who was a polymath in many things, right? Botany, physics, right? We also have so a lot of those things. Indian Science Congress. There was mass participation. It included students, women, zamindars, lower middle classes, these movements in general. But Muslim participation was relatively lower because of the Hindu rhetoric, like Atma Shakti and all of that, no? So it didn't move them as much. Okay, but Muslims, the peasants were involved. Because on the level, nobody cares, if you're not getting money, then you won't think about religion and all that too much. Okay. So the issues, should this passive resistance be only in Bengal, which the moderates wanted, or should we carry it out of Bengal, which the extremists wanted? Okay. Then there were ideological fault lines. That is, what was the role of the British? Do we Indianize or do we Anglicize ourselves? Do we become modern like the British, or do we find our own culture also? That was another thing. Okay. Another thing, peasants, they were not involved as much. Right? Because this was at the level of the intellectual debate. These were more intellectual debates. But it was the precursor of the mass movement, though peasants were not involved. Seriya? So, is there any question? No, there's no question. All right. So 1907, that is 1907, there was the famous Surat split. So let us go through what happened here. Okay. The story. We'll just go through this quickly. In 1905, you had the Benares session. Okay, va. Ipo in the previous slide la paathu the method of protest. Engalla protest irukano. What is the nature of the protest? Right? Should it be passive resistance or should it be more demands from the British? And the Mari questions. This was the subject of those sessions. Okay. Extent of protest and all of that. So this was one issue, which was about how do we protest. The second issue was about who would be our president. As we saw, moderates were dominating, but the extremists had more popular support at this point, even from the masses. Okay. The result was what? At this point, the language was mild and it condemned the partition of Bengal. That's all. Verum condemnation matunda. So, resolution was Swaraj was not passed here. Okay. So, the presidentship in Varambode, they wanted, the extremists wanted one of their people to become members, either Bal Gangadhar Tilak, right, or Lala Lajpat Rai, like one of them. Okay. But the moderates, to shut the extremists up, they will propose Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Now, he is a very tall leader. Okay, which Gandhi even calls him his guru. ஸோ அவரோட பேர் சொன்ன உடனே வந்து எக்ஸ்ட்ரீமிஸ்ட் என்ன சொல்றாங்க, இல்ல இல்ல வேண்டாம், நாங்க நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் பாத்துக்கிறோம்னு சொல்லி விட்டு கொடுத்துறாங்க, மோர் ஆர் லெஸ் ஸ்பீக்கிங். ஓகே, ஃபைன். This leads to the 1906 Calcutta session. Here also the issue is about the president. Extremists wanted Tilak or Lala Lajpat Rai. The moderates wanted Dadabhai Naoroji. Extremists agreed. Okay, and he presided. But this time the resolution was a mild victory for the extremists, because now the resolution included Swaraj. Right? The words like Swadeshi, boycott movement and national education was included in the Calcutta resolution. So victory for extremists. In one sense, right, victory was at the level of agenda, but they still didn't capture the presidentship. Right? And Dadabhai Naoroji was the president still. அவங்க கேட்ட பிரசிடென்ட்ஷிப் இன்னும் அவங்களுக்கு வரல. Right? So then what happens before the Surat split, before the Calcutta session and the Surat session? Okay. So the extremists wanted the 1907 session in Nagpur with Tilak or Lala Lajpat Rai as the president. Okay. They wanted the session in Nagpur with either Tilak or Lala Lajpat Rai as the president. But the moderates wanted it in Surat. Okay. and they wanted to reject these two names, right? And so they hold the session in Surat, which is the banks of river Tapi, with Resh Bihari Bose as the president. So இங்க வந்து the differences become irreconcilable, right? Resh Bihari Bose மேல they throw a chappal, somebody throws a chappal, right? So there was violence and the split. Finally, this is the Surat split. This is how things unfolded. All right, fine. So reasons for failure of the Swadeshi movement, yeah, 1908 it ends. Okay, this is because of the failure of the extremists and the failure of the moderates and the failure, the refusal of these two to combine with each other. All right. So extremists or a failure in is too emotional. Indians were not ready for mass resistance, but they wanted to take it. It could have been premature. What else can we say about the extremists? The positives of the extremists we know. They brought in the lower middle classes for the first time and all of that. Okay. Uh, and then, of course, you know, some sort of conspiracy cases and the violence, which invites government suppression, government repression, severe repression from the government, right? Moderates, too slow, too theoretical. What else? Not willing to share or welcome the extremists, right? And believing in providential mission of Britain. சரியா? And then debates between them were what is the nature of the Swaraj and all of that kind of a thing. Okay, and we saw the other kinds of debates about the nature of the protest. And then extent, geographical extent. இதெல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தோம். So all these things divided up and they impede the success of Swadeshi movement. Okay, which is why it comes to an end. All right. So try this question. What is the answer? Yeah, Nirmal Kumar's answer is correct. It's B. Okay, it's the most relevant. Okay. Okay. You know these assertion reason questions, no? So this would be A is true, R is explanation or explains A, B, A is true, R is not explanation, C, A is true, R is false, D, A is false, R is false. The partitionization of Bengal in 1905 brought to an end the prominent role of the moderate Surat session. Good. Answer is A. Srinidhi Ravichandran. Good. Fine. சரியா? Answer வந்து A தான். A is true and R is an explanation. Okay? Fine. Third question, try this out. Good. Answer is D, Kirtivasan. Yeah. Harida, good. Ratipriya also good. D. Try this out. Next one. 3 and 4. Try both. Yes, B is correct. Priyadarshini. 4B is correct. 3 also B is correct. Okay. 3 is also B. It's Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Okay, good. Fine. Try this. 5 and 6. How will you solve 5? We haven't done these facts. But you can do it by elimination. You can get to a, okay. Somebody had asked me how to do difficult questions, right? So let me explain it to you in this question, for instance. Okay. This fact we know. You're not correct, Ketriga. This is correct. Okay. We know Tagore preached this also. This also we know. Right? So it is 50-50 now between A and B. So in this case, you have to take a guess. If you know this fact, good. Now you memorize this fact. 1889, Scheme of National Education by Satish Chandra Mukherjee. Now memorize this fact. And this is from a past question only. Right? So if you knew this fact, then you would mark A and you would get it definitely correct. If not, it's a 50-50% chance for you. So it is well worth the risk, especially if you didn't get number of questions. If you didn't attempt X number of questions, it's good to do that. Okay. What about 6? I think this, what's her name? Priyadarsh. Yeah, Priyadarshini. I think she's getting a lot of it correct. I think she's done a lot of past questions, which you guys must do also. New lamps for the old. This is Aurobindo Ghosh. Okay. Srinidhi also good. Sharia. 1 6. Sorry. 7 and 8. Try these. Good. 7B is correct. I think this Priyadarshini is completely solved all the past year papers because she's only taking a few seconds to answer. That's good. 7 is B. Okay. Yeah, 8 is also B. This is a past question. அவன் டேட் கேட்டிருக்கான் 16th அக்டோபருங்கிறத சரியா ஸோ பார்ட்டிஷன் ஆஃப் பெங்கால் லக்கியா அதை வந்து அப்படியே ரிப்பீட் பண்ணாலும் நீங்கள் எழுதலாம் இந்த சப்போசிங் இந்த டேட்டை மாற்றினான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க இட் கேன் பி எனி ஆஃப் தீஸ் திங்ஸ் விச் ஹேப்பன்ட் இன் 1905 அண்ட் யூ மைட் கெட் ஸ்க்ரூட் ஸோ பாஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின்ஸை வச்சு நீங்கள் ஃபேக்ட்ஸ் மெமரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க அதுதான் பெஸ்ட் அங்கிருந்து வந்துச்சுன்னா யூ கேன் ஹெச் த பெட்ஸ் ஏன்னா உங்களுக்கு ஆல்ரெடி ஆன்சர் கீ இருக்கு அப்படி இல்லைன்னா இது ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட்டா இந்த டேட்ஸை மாத்தி கேட்கறதெல்லாம் வந்து ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் ஏன்னா ஹூ ரிமெம்பர் 16th அக்டோபர் 10th டிசம்பர் ஆன் ஆல் ரைட் இன் திஸ் கேஸ் இட்ஸ் ஓகே யூ கேன் ரிமெம்பர் ஃபைன் பட் ஆல் ஆஃப் தீஸ் இதுல ஏதாவது கேட்டிருந்தாங்கன்னா வாட் யூல் டூ யூ கேன் நாட் டூ எனி திங் சரியா ஃபைன் ஸோ வி மூவ் ஆன் டு யூனோ த எண்ட் ஆஃப் the Swadeshi movement and boycott movement, Swadeshi and boycott. So the birth of revolutionary terrorism, or I don't like to use the term, I just like to call it revolutionary movement, but they use it. So this is the first phase. First phase we see because of the vacuum between Swadeshi and Gandhian. இது ரெண்டுக்கு நடுவுல there is the terrorism or revolutionary movement. Okay, the other phase is Gandhian phase la NCM and CDMத்துக்கு நடுவுல there is again revolutionary movement. Okay, so this revolutionary movement is called the first phase and this is called the second phase. சரியா? செகண்ட் ஃபேஸ்ல மார்க்சிசம் அதிகமா இருக்கும், அதான் வித்தியாசம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபேஸ்ல மோர் ஆஃப் லைக் டெரரைசிங் த எனிமி, சைக்கலாஜிக்கல், இட்ஸ் மோர் லைக் சைக்கலாஜிக்கல். இங்க வந்து ஐடியாலஜிக்கலும் ஆகுது. செகண்ட் ஃபேஸ்ல வந்து மார்க்சிஸ்டாவும் மாறுது. சரியா? ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் இந்த எக்ஸ்ட்ரீமிசமோட ஸ்ட்ராண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, தே ஸ்டார்ட் கன்சாலிடேட்டிங் வித் த யூத். ஸோ இட் இஸ் அ கண்டினியூவேஷன் ஆஃப் த எக்ஸ்ட்ரீமிசம் தட் வி சா, திஸ் ரெவல்யூஷனரி மூவ்மெண்ட். சரியா? அண்ட் வை டஸ் திஸ் அரைஸ்? Because failure of moderates to channelize the energy, lot of energy was infused no by the extremists with the youth and all, right? But the moderates couldn't co-opt it or integrate it. சரியா? அதனால and failure of Swadeshi and boycott movement. All right, fine. So some of the activities of these guys, we shall look at it. I've packed it up with facts because in the year when the revolutionary movement becomes important. 1902 Midnapur la Jnanendranath Basu was involved. Okay, Calcutta la there is Anushilan Samiti. The members Barindra Kumar Ghosh, Bhupendra Nath Datta, who writes Yugantar. Okay, this guy writes Yugantar. What is the other one? Yugantar, and there is another book also that they bring about in Bengal. Okay, Anushilan Samiti, Yugantar, Sandhya, I think. Okay, confirm the second one. Okay, the other members are Pramoda Mittar, Jatindra Banerjee. Okay, mark up these facts or just look at them before your exam, like a few days before, so that you remember them. அவ்வளவுதான். the பார்த்தா ரெகக்னைஸ் பண்ண முடிஞ்ச அளவு இருந்தா போதும் prelims பொறுத்த வரைக்கும். சரியா? Next is Resh Bihari Bose. Now this guy is different from Resh Bihari Ghosh that we saw in the Surat split. சரியா? This is Bose, don't get confused. This fellow's name keeps repeating and I mentioned it here. Viceroy had attack in the conspiracy case, which we look at it down below. Gadarle he's involved. Later on INLU he's involved. சரியா? So now this Resh Bihari Ghosh and Sachin Sanyal are friends. Okay, they form what you call the secret society. Okay, so now the Sachin Sanyal is famous for what? Again, attack on the Viceroy along with this Resh Bihari Bose. Again, he was part of the Gadar and he wrote this thing called Bandi Jeevan. He wrote Bandi Jeevan. Okay, so 1912, both of these guys bombed the Viceroy Hardinge in Delhi, and this was called the famous Delhi conspiracy case. Seriya? In 1908, Prafulla Chaki and Kudiram Bose bomb Muzaffarnagar Judge, and this is called the Alipur conspiracy case. Okay, இதெல்லாம் factual மகப். அந்த conspiracy case ல என்ன நடந்துச்சு, all that is not important. Okay, so how did the British respond? The severe repression of the Anushilan Samiti. Okay, Anushilan Samiti was this group in Bengal. Okay, in Maharashtra you had the Ramosi peasant force by Vasudev Balwant Phadke. So he organized the peasants. This is important. Okay, the Chapekar brothers assassinate the Pune plague commissioner because he deals with the plague terribly and things like that. And Kal was the magazine coming out of Maharashtra. Yugantar and Sandhya was coming out of Bengal. சரியா? யுகாந்தார் and Sandhya வந்து பெங்கால்ல, கல் வந்து மகாராஷ்டிரால. Okay, in 1897 we of course had VD Savarkar, Veer Damodar Savarkar, and he forms the groups Mitra Mela and Abhinav Bharat. These are also important, the groups that they formed. Okay, so this is all within India. Outside India, London la India House was formed by Shamaji Krishna Varma. Okay, now what this India House did is it gave student scholarships. It trained students to fight for India. So it was more like a propaganda sort of a thing. Okay, this India House. And Shyamaji Krishna Varma wrote The Sociologist. Okay. In 1909, Madan Lal Dhingra, he assassinates Curzon Willie. This is also in England. This is not within India. Curzon Willie, he assassinates. Okay. In Germany, V. Chattopadhyay. Okay. He writes Talwar, mark this fact up. Paris, she's important. Madam Bikaji Kama, Bande Matram. Okay. Is the name of her magazine. In Geneva, Ajit Singh. We encountered Ajit Singh already, who took Swadeshi movement in Punjab. He writes Bharat Mata. Bhagat Singh's uncle. Seriya. All right. So we saw that point already. We'll move to the nationalist response to the war. So now, revolutionary terrorism time Tandi, before the Gandhian phase, we are moving forward. 1908 ல இருந்து revolutionary terrorism, அதுக்கப்புறம் 1908 to 1918 வரைக்குமே ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆகுது. அதுக்கு நடுவில் first world war also happens between 1914 and 1918. அதில் what was the response of the various nationalists? What were their opinions? Balagangadhar Tilak, right, he supported the British. Moderates also supported. So this was a rare case where both of them came together. Seriya. Whereas the revolutionaries said, no, let us use this as an opportunity to make sure we dismantle British from inside. Abadin solite. Seriya. So some examples of this were the Berlin Committee in Europe, the Singapore Mutiny also took place, and of course the Ghadar Party in USA. Fine. These are the three important ones. Right? So let's look at the Ghadar Party. So precursor to the Ghadar Party in America were the United House at Seattle and Swadesh Sevak Home at Vancouver. These were all people who had gone abroad in the ships and then they start activity. Abroad they start activity. Seriya. So in the United House and Swadesh Sevak Home, either the leaders of these two things were these guys: Ramdas Puri, Tarak Nath Das, Lala Hardayal. This guy is important. மற்றவங்களை ஞாபகம் வச்சிருக்கீங்களோ இல்லையோ, remember Lala Hardayal. Okay, and then Soham Singh. He's also important. These two guys are important. Okay. Finally, in 1913 at San Francisco, they organized around a weekly newspaper called the Ghadar. Seriya. The leaders of the Ghadar movement were Bhagwan Singh, Barkatullah, Lala Hardayal, Khartar Singh, Sohan Singh. So Lala Hardayal and Soham Singh repeat here. Seriya. So mug up these names and all. I've given it to you in the slides. Seriya. Fine. So what was the agenda of the Ghadar Party? Assassinating, developing literature, that is magazines and support, magazines plus propaganda, uniting all the colonies and making all the troops abroad revolt. Okay, so energizing the troops abroad, bringing about a simultaneous revolt. Seriya. Fine, this was their agenda. So of the issues dealt with the Ghadar Party, one was of course the World War. Use the World War time to kick the British out. Komagatumaru incident. So this is in news. It has been in news because Justin Trudeau apologized a few years back and all of that. So this has been in news, and they haven't asked a question still. But now with the all the Sikh leaders in Canada, recently he got punished for saying something. So this incident was brought up again and things like that. So yeah. So what was this incident? You can read here. Ship which was carrying 370 passengers. Main incident you can read here. Ship which was carrying 370 passengers, mainly Sikh and Punjabi Muslims, would-be immigrants. Punjabi Muslims would-be immigrants from Japan to Hong Kong to Singapore to Vancouver, that is to Canada. They were turned back by Canadian authorities after 2 months of privation and uncertainty. So அங்கேயே வச்சிட்டு திருப்பி அனுப்பி விட்டாங்க. So this was British interference in Canadian affairs. Okay, so you can look at this timeline of events in more detail over here. Okay, it departs from Hong Kong 376 under chartered Baba Gurdeep Singh. He is the important leader. Okay, in the name note panikonga. Komagatu Maru arrives in Burrard Inlet, Canada. Vancouver police officers and 35 immigration agents attempted to board the vessel and were beaten back. 30 immigrants were injured. Okay. Under the guns of the naval cruiser SS Rainbow, the Komagata Maru was escorted out to sea and returned to India. Komagatu Maru arrived in Calcutta and were stopped by a British gunboat. Okay, when the alleged leaders started to resist the arrest, gunfire from British gunboat started to break out where 19 people were killed. Okay, in response, Bhai Meva Singh shoots William Charles Hopkins, and Bhai Meva Singh is hanged in New Westminster. All of that. Okay, this is the timeline of events. Just look at it when you are free. Okay, this is the timeline of events. Just look at it when you are free to look at this. Okay, yes. Okay, I don't think it will come, but just know what it is in a bit more detail than necessary since it's in the news. Right? So these Ghadarites, what did they do? They urged fighters to go to India. They decided 21st February 1915 as the revolt date. Now what is the response? British intelligence intercepted them and all of them were arrested. Okay. Later on, Resh Bihari Bose and Sachin Sanyal stay and continue the movement in different methods. He goes and becomes a part of the INA, right, in Singapore. First he goes to Japan and then comes to Singapore. Okay, and he is a part of the INA also later on. So the act that was used to suppress the Ghadar party and the Ghadar movement was the Defense of India Act. Fine. So evaluation of the Ghadar movement, you can do homework. Okay, we won't be looking at evaluation and analysis for prelims. So yeah, so we'll quickly look at the Home Rule League. So background, Annie Besant comes to India as volunteer of Theosophical Society. Now Theosophical Society was started by Blavatsky, Madam Blavatsky and Henry Olcott. Okay, they were more into mysticism and things like that. Sharia. So she comes, so she's not the founder of Theosophical Society. Remember that. So where is Theosophical Society? Adayar, Madras la irukku. Inno. Sharia. Later on, she started political work based on the Irish Home Rule League ideas. Right? Her major work was to encourage moderates to reinstate Tilak. Okay, who was released in 1914. 1914 he was released. என்ன ஆகும்னா இந்த மாடரேட்ஸ் அண்ட் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீமிஸ்ட் இதுல வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா லாலா லாஜ்பத் ராய் வந்து அவரோட ஸ்டடீஸ்க்கு யூஎஸ் போயிடுவாரு. பிபின் சந்திரபால் வந்து வாலண்டரி ரிட்டையர்மெண்ட். அரபிந்தோ கோஷ் வந்து ஆஃப்டர் த அலிப்பூர் ரிட்டையர்மெண்ட். Aurobindo Ghosh வந்து after the Alipur conspiracy case, he'll also retire from active politics. He'll get into spirituality. Okay, and Tilak will be arrested and sent. Okay, so that was the issue. So 1914 la release ஆகி திரும்பி வராரு 1908 க்கு அப்புறம் 7 years க்கு அப்புறம். Okay. In 1914, there is a Congress session at Madras, but Feroz Shah Mehta opposes the introduction of Bala Gangadhar Tilak. Okay, thus Besant and Tilak go ahead with constructive work. But in 1915, the session at Bombay, the goal is achieved. That is, Tilak is reinstated in INC after the Surat split. All right, fine. However, in Bombay session, demand for home rule is not accepted. But they said they would pass resolution in due time. If they did not pass, Tilak and Annie Besant were given permission to start their own leagues, that is home rule leagues. Okay. The leaders carried on and Congress does not, so the Congress does not endorse. So Annie Besant and Tilak start their own movements. Okay. So home rule league is divided into two, Tilak's and Annie Besant's. So yeah. So first we'll look at Bal Gangadhar Tilak's movement. What are some of the characteristics? It was in 1916. It was in Maharashtra, except Bombay. It included Karnataka, central provinces, spelling mistake, provinces, and Berar. Okay. What were the demands of the Home Rule League? This is important. Swarajya. Swarajya, how it was interpreted at this point? Dominion. Dominion status. Not Purna Swaraj. Swarajya means dominion status at this point. Sharia. Linguistic states. Look at the precursor. Linguistic states. Okay. And then education in vernacular languages. These were the three demands. Fine. So he comes out with Kesari and Maharatha at this point. The newspapers which Bala Gangadhar Tilak writes. He sent to Rangoon. We remember that. No, he sent to the jail uh, in Rangoon. And the act used against him was not sedition, but Indian Press Act. This was the act that was used against Tilak. Okay, under this act only they sent him to Rangoon. Sharia? Fine. Now, Annie Besant's movement, it was based on the Irish ideas, Irish Home Rule League. The newspaper she wrote was New India and Commonwealth, right? She started it along with her counterpart, George Arundel, who was nothing but, he was the husband of Rukmani Devi Arundel, who formed Kalakshetra in Chennai, right? And her movement was in Bombay and rest of India. So it was the wider movement. Fine. This was the difference between the two home rule leagues. So what was the method of the home rule leagues? Taking the message of self-government to the common man for the first time. So wide base as compared to Swadeshi. Right? Political education, conferences, libraries, reading rooms, propaganda. Home Rule League many leaders took part. So yeah, this included Jinnah, not Jawaharlal Nehru, but Motilal Nehru, Tej Bahadur Sapru, Chittaranjan Das, and Madan Mohan Malaviya. All of them took part. These were the important people who took part actively. Fine. Now, what was the government attitude? Again, severe repression. So, we have this idea of carrots and sticks. So, it is used in the context of Swadeshi and boycott movements and also Home Rule League and later on also carrots and sticks. That is, you repress them and then you pass something like the Government of India Act 1919, right, to appease, right, for a while. So that's what is called the carrots and sticks. Stick is the repression. Students were prohibited from any kind of mass protest. So in the 1905 அப்புறமே நிறைய students involve ஆவாங்க mass protestsல. So அதை ban பண்ணிடுவாங்க. They slam a case against Tilak. I told you, Indian Press Act. Right? BP Wadia, some of the other leaders, George Arundel, Annie Besant are arrested. Okay, now Annie Besant arrest pannone, there's a huge public response because she is a very dynamic and charismatic personality. Subramania Iyer, in response to this, returns his knighthood. Okay, because of this massive public response in the newspapers and all of that, even from London there is pressure. In 1917, she is released and she becomes the Congress president, first woman. Okay, fine. Now, evaluation of the movement. Again, do this as homework. Today, go and revise Government of India Act 1919. Idil enna agum, diarchy in the provinces, all that. You remember? So this is a form of appeasement to keep things quietly, right? So one of the big achievements of the Home Rule League was it prepared Indians for the mass struggle phase that Gandhi will eventually come and launch. Seriya? Fine. Gandhi வந்து அதை launch பண்ணுவார். அதுக்கு ரெடி பண்ணுச்சு. Right? So let us look at this question. Try this question. Yeah, Priyadarshini, good. 1 and 3. Okay, this is easy. She's not the founder. I told you Blavatsky and Olcott. Okay, good. So let us just look at the Lucknow session quickly. On what was the pact. So Lucknow session la vandu two things happened which are important. Lucknow session la. So Tilaka வந்து பாம்பேலயே ஒத்துருக்காங்க பட் அபிஷியலா அவர் வந்து செஷன் அட்டெண்ட் பண்றது வந்து லக்னோல. இதுக்கு one reason why the Lucknow pact is important, Lucknow session is important. Here the Lucknow pact is signed between the Muslim League and the INC. Okay, so இங்க என்னடானா what was this Lucknow pact? Muslim League ஓட support INC கிட்ட for constitutional reforms, to speak in one voice. In return, they promised separate electorates. Okay, so some people say this is the precursor for the formation of Pakistan, the earliest idea. Okay, later on with Gandhiji and Muhammad Ali, Shaukat Ali and all of that, this issue gets even worse. So yeah, that is the issue. Who was the president during the session was A.C. Masumdar. So just mark that up. So these are the two reasons why the Lucknow session is important of 1916. Okay. So homework, things to do before Monday, because as I'm telling you, it's very difficult to cover everything in the crash course in just like 3 hours. Okay, so on Monday we'll be starting. I won't be handling it. Bhuvani ma'am will be handling it. So you guys will be looking at the Gandhian phase up to the Indian independence movement. So adukku munnadi to get prepared for it, what all we didn't cover today, women related movements, go mug up facts. Okay, governor generals, the important ones, Bentinck, Lytton, Curzon, இவங்களோட வந்து they are very important. What all they did. Even better, governor generals பத்தி behind your spectrum, you know, governor generals or achievements pati, they have a few points and all that, so read that. Socio-religious reform movements, again behind spectrum and the tabular columns, go and memorize them. Okay, these I told you before: role of press, civil service reforms, education reform, light read with importance to facts at this point, not to the issues. All right. So I have given you quite a bit of homework because you have a weekend and we won't be meeting. So you do that so that your Monday lecture can be productive for you and you would have covered all areas. இது உங்களுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல ரிவிஷன் மாதிரி இருக்கும் ஃபுல்லா. சரியா? இதெல்லாம் நீங்க ஹோம்வொர்க்கா பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So thank you and I'll be meeting you next for current affairs and international relations. I hope you enjoyed the classes and thank you. Yeah. Have a good day and all the best.